Alright, this is a Carillon SR670, I'm assuming, alarm clock made for the Hudson's Bay Company, Winnipeg, Manitoba. I don't think it would have traveled all the way over here just for that, but you can see that's what I paid for it, and it works. I have tested it already. Well, I haven't tested the radio, but we'll test the radio in this video. It's an example of what used to be. You know, you will not find a simple alarm clock these days that supports all of what this does. It's got a fast and a slow setting. You won't find that anymore. Time and alarm. It is a single alarm unit. Go to sleep. That's for the radio. You can sleep to the radio. I'm assuming you can't sleep to the buzzer. Speaking of the buzzer, here's the buzzer switch. There's your radio switch, on, off, or auto, which I'm assuming is for the alarm, because it usually is. Got a dimmer switch, again, not something that you'll find on most clock radios these days, unless you get a fancy model. That costs you several tens of dollars. Band switch, and of course our knobs on the side. Now, I'm not sure if these are scratchy. They do seem to work. There's our tuning knob right here. This is the volume knob. There is admittedly not much special about this. Other than the fact that maybe it comes from the Hudson's Bay Company, which is probably not something that you'll find these days unless it's cheap crap. So let's go ahead and just plug it in and see what happens when we plug it in. If it goes bang or what. It worked when it was in the store, and we'll see if it survived the trip home. Oh, wait a minute. This camcorder needs to be plugged in. I guess I'm going to be doing a little bit more work then. Alright, that'll work. Camcorder's gonna have to live with being plugged in over there. Because we are plugging this clock radio in right now. Here you can see it's your typical red. Again, there ain't much to it. It's actually in really nice condition, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, this is, with a cleaning, this would look beautiful. There's almost no scratches on the faceplate. There's a little dent right here, and that's about it. That's to be expected. It's a silver plate. I think that is the only dent. There's a couple of little dings down here, but that's the only place where the paint's missing. And if I were to dust it, there is almost no scratching on here whatsoever. In fact, I think there is, in fact, no scratching on here whatsoever. Now, I just heard something shake around in there, and that's not really encouraging. Now, check out how fast this fast setting is. You have to press the time in order to set the time. You won't see that anymore at all. Alright, what time is it? It's 2:38 p.m. I'm not sure what indicator that is, because I actually can't see. I actually can't see what indication that is. That must be it. Must be AM, PM. So then we will change it to slow, because actually we might go a little bit faster here. But we won't overshoot our time. This button's a little bit finicky right here. Here we go, now we have set the time. Not sure why 10:23 is the alarm, because I certainly didn't set that. I wonder if this actually has a built-in backup battery. Maybe I should take it apart and check. Make sure that it's not leaking all over the place. Here's your sleep functionality, which as you can see has brought on the light behind the radio. Not sure how you would turn that off. Sounds like it works. Oh, it's got a scratchy volume control. Yeah, it's got a scratchy volume control. Hope you could hear that. Once you start getting into the upper band. 100, it goes past 108, that's interesting. Again, unfortunately the radio does not seem to work perfectly. But that's acceptable. So a scratchy volume control. Let's put it on the AM band. Did I break it? Speaking has dirty controls. That looks like I won't be using the radio. Alright, let's set the alarm here, and I'm going to try and demonstrate the buzzer anyways. Huh, interesting. So the alarm didn't go off. Well, okay, the dimmer switch works. So it looks as though these buttons don't actually function. Well, that's kind of suckish. Oh well, I only really use it as a clock anyways. In fact, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put this. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up there where the National Panasonic is, so I can preserve that vacuum fluorescent display, or if I'm going to replace the Sony Dream Machine that's back there with it, because that Dream Machine is actually starting to really lose its display brightness. In fact, this thing's brighter than it, if I put it on its bright setting. And even on its dimmest setting, it's also brighter than it. So that's actually kind of concerning, considering the Dream Machine probably easily dwarfs this thing in age. So we'll see. CSA file number. Might think it's a certification. High voltage inside, dangerous to unqualified persons. But you can get the idea. I might have to shoot some contact cleaner into this and give it a little bit of love. Maybe the switch is actually broken, I don't know. Maybe this is the issue right here, this sensor snooze. It's got some problems. But again, I don't really use the alarm functionality. It would be nice if it worked. I'll have to see if there's a video on YouTube of the alarm functionality being demonstrated. Or I'll keep trying until it actually does in fact work. That's interesting to hear on a radio station around here. I still can't get the alarm to work though. And I guess that's really going to do it. I can't get the radio to work. Oh well. Thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.